What is up, boys and girls? It is Mr. Henderson here, back with some Romeo and Juliet featuring video games. Sorry I did not get you your Act 3, Scene 4 and 5. The recording I was trying to do ended up being a super big file that couldn't upload, because I'm trying to bring you a couple N64 games from back in the day to highlight for you. That's before any of you were born, N64. But today I'm going to bring you a game that I absolutely loved when I was in middle school. This is WWF No Mercy. If you are an all wrestling fan, this is usually a highly well-regarded game from back in the day. All the WWE 2K stuff does not hold a candle to No Mercy from back in the day. So we're going to do a little ladder match action. We're going to be The Rock, because why not? And we'll just take on somebody we don't care about. X-Pac. He doesn't matter. Anyway, so Act 4, Scene 1. We are now getting towards the end of our play. We are in the back half of our play. And Act 4, Scene 1 is a relatively short scene. It's only 5 pages, but we have some more important kind of plot points that take place here. So the scene opens with Friar Lawrence and Paris interacting, and this is really the only real interaction that they have had, those two, to this point. And so what happens here is kind of ironic in the opening, because the Friar Lawrence is looking at Paris going, you're getting married on a Thursday. Isn't that kind of soon, kind of quick? Which is ironic considering that Friar Lawrence agreed to marry Romeo and Juliet within, like, I don't know, what, 24 hours? Not even. But we know the real reason why he is kind of wanting to delay this with Paris is because he knows Juliet's already married. And so, it's going to be kind of awkward when you attempt to, marry someone who's already married to someone else. That's kind of a problem. And so he's kind of trying to stall a little bit in this opening interaction. And he even says, like, have you had time to win over Juliet? Because, that was kind of the requirement. I don't know if I can figure out how to get out of the ring. There we go. That was kind of the requirement that Capulet had already kind of set. Is like, look, if you can go and win over Juliet, then I will sign off on the two of you getting married. Well, his kind of excuse is that, well, with the death of Tybalt and people have been grieving, I just haven't had time. Well, like, you're about to get married, dude. Like, you probably should, like, make time or whatever, but, it's a Shakespearean play. Strange stuff keeps happening. It is what it is, right? So they kind of are like, hey, we need to, haven't had time because of Tybalt. And it is weird, like, Tybalt just died and everyone's in this rush to, like, well, let's get them married. Yeah, that'll make everyone happy. All right, whatever. Again, not that the Capulets are wrong. Juliet should marry Juliet should marry Paris in the first place, but it is what it is at this point. So in walks Juliet, and this is really one of the only real interactions we actually see between Paris and Juliet. Because keep in mind, even at the party where Paris was supposed to win her over, there really wasn't any interaction between them. So, in this scene, is really Paris kind of trying to win her over. Well, obviously Juliet is super uncomfortable doing this. He wants no part, or she wants no part of this. And even though, and it kind of leaves off where he does kind of kiss her, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be just fine. So, and then Paris kind of takes off. Well, the last couple pages of the scene are then Juliet and the Friar Lawrence kind of interacting. And Juliet's like, all right, look, this isn't cool. You need to fix this. Yeah, climb that ladder. So you need to fix this. And, like, if you don't, I'm going to kill myself. And she actually flashes a knife. She flashes a knife out and says, hey, I'm going to stab myself if you don't fix this. So Brian Lawrence now comes up with another plan, which we know how well his plans work out. He goes, all right, hey, I got this this vial for you, this sleeping potion. Here's what's going to happen. The wedding's on Thursday. You take this on Wednesday. It's going to act like you have died, and then we're gonna get your body out from there. Romeo's gonna come get you, and this is how we're gonna have you escape all these problems. So that is now Friar Lawrence's master plan. Obviously, we know at some point it's not going to work out, but you know, a man can dream. So that's been Act 4, Scene 1, as The Rock defeats X-Pac in a ladder match. And I hope you smelled what he was cooking, and I will see you next time. Take care.